we are on a mission. Today's going to be based on mainly one thing, and that thing is in the harbor, so we need to get there. So I was sitting here exactly 2 weeks ago. Not exactly 2 weeks ago, it was on a weekend, and I was here just after badminton with some of my friends. We were here for lunch, maybe brunch, yeah. So we got fish and chips, and we were seated around one of these tables. And if you can see, that tree behind me had all those little cockatoo kind of birds on them. And unfortunately for me, I forgot to bring my camera on that day, so I couldn't take a proper picture of them. So here I am with the camera, but you know, the bad thing about this is that I'm here now and the scene is set, but I don't see any of those birds now. Like I said, the last time I came here, the trees were kind of filled with those birds. I'm just gonna put on my 250mm lens and just wait. So I am possibly very unlucky. So I just moved from that place and came near the shore because I think I saw a pelican, or probably it's a pied cormorant, flying very close to the water, and I thought I could take a good picture of it. Now I'm not really far away from the place I was sitting earlier, which happens to be like just over there. Again, I don't know why I've been like so unfortunate today. Right now, when I was about to go and take a picture of the cormorant, it just stopped flying. It just sat still on this small debris in the sea, and it doesn't seem to be moving for quite some time now. I have been looking at it for the past 5 minutes, and it seems to be drying out its feathers, taking a bit of rest there. I'm just gonna wait with the camera. I'm not gonna move. That's it. That guy isn't moving, and my patience run out. So I'm gonna go. So disappointed. I haven't got a proper picture yet. A compensation. Something. Nothing. Oh my god, this is so bad. I'll wait some more. No, I have to go. Let's go. Now I'm just gonna slowly walk back. Hope that something happens, which I know won't, but all I can do is hope. I had a super long day today, so I had to cut filming by the time I left the beach, and I was walking towards the tables because I was using my phone to vlog myself at that time. And when I went to the tables, I was seated at the tables, I was doing a time lapse of the streets with my camera, and suddenly out of nowhere, I hear this commotion in the trees, and this cockatoo comes out of the tree chasing a bird, and this bird just flies over the water across the harbor. At this point, the cockatoo has given up, it's just gone back to the tree, and this bird just glides over the water, goes across the harbor, and perches on a metal pole. Right, so I'm like, alright, what was that? I take a picture of the bird from across the harbor and I zoom in. It looks like a raptor. So I just run across, and somehow I managed to get there, and the bird hasn't flown by then. That bird must have an immense amount of patience to sit there for like 10 minutes before I made it there. But yeah, so I tried to get a picture of the bird, and the bad thing about that is the composition. The composition wasn't great because every single time I take a picture of the bird, I'd end up getting a part of the middle frame in there. I mean, it was seated on a pole, yeah, it was perched on top of a pole, and yes, every time I take a picture of the bird, the pole was in the picture. So to counteract this, I was waiting for the bird to fly away, and then I was thinking of getting a picture of it in flight, which would give me a much cleaner picture. Now that was what I thought, but the bird had other ideas. Now every single time it would fly away, I say every single time because this happened 6 times. It flew to 6 metal poles, or it would fly away from me and across the pole. So the pole would come in between me and the bird, and I wouldn't get a good picture of the bird every single time. At one point there were 2 birds, but then I lost the other bird because I was focusing on this bird, and that bird flew away. So happens. So at the end of this, I took around 50 to 100 pictures of this bird. Oh, I'm referring to this bird by the name. This bird's called a Non-Keen Kestrel, I think. So at the beginning, I was thinking that this bird was a goshawk, right? But yeah, that's what I was under the impression that it was a goshawk until and after I had taken like 100 pictures. I was on my way home, and that's when I googled to see what kind of bird it was, and it was a Non-Keen Kestrel. So at that point, I wasn't gonna Google. The bird would fly away, and I'd miss my chance of getting a good picture. Not that I got a good picture, anyways. But regardless, I'm just gonna keep posting those pictures here for you guys to see, because I'm not kidding. I mean, the bird had a for metal poles. It just sat on metal poles all the time. I couldn't get a good picture. Never mind. I'll let you guys be the judge of whether it was good or bad. For me, it's bad. So with that, my vlog ends. Gotta go because I got some stuff to do before Friday. It's been a super busy week, and it's still the middle of the week, so I gotta do stuff. Alright, bye.